Elsewhere across the world, Kenya confirms 8 more cases of the coronavirus, bringing the total to 15 now. The country has put stringent measures such as international flights being suspended, bars being shut down with restaurants only providing takeaway services, prayers in churches and mosques being put on hold till further notice, among others. I am joined by Kennedy Wandera from Nairobi, Kenya, to give us a picture of what it is like in Kenya currently. Hi, Kennedy, you're most welcome. What's the situation like in Kenya after the government has put all these measures today?
That has put in place just near to what we refer to as a lockdown. But though that has not yet been announced yet, but we understand that the government is trying to add more additional measures to ensure that there is no continuing spread of coronavirus in the country. And just like you've mentioned, Gloria, the Kenyan government is saying that people have not been able to adhere to the direction that the Ministry of Health officials had earlier indicated. And therefore, they are saying that these particular measures are in place so that at least Kenyans can be able now to be forced to stay wherever they are. And one of the measures that, as you put it before, is that there will be no international flights coming to in Nairobi and outside the country effective 25th, which is Wednesday. Only international cargo flights will be allowed in Nairobi. Even those Kenyans who are outside the country are expected to be in the country by Wednesday. If Wednesday gets here and they're not inside the country, they are supposed to remain wherever they are. Another thing that the government is also trying to ensure that there is no spread of coronavirus in the country is making sure that bars are closed, all areas, entertainment joints are closed, as well as churches, mosques, and any social gathering, because the government says that they try to limit the spread of coronavirus in the country, but religious leaders could not heed to that particular call. So they are adding these stringent measures so that they can stay at their homes and to avoid further spread of coronavirus. But again, one of the issues that has caused a lot of hue and cry in the country is the use of public service vehicles, where people are moving anyhowly. Some matatus are carrying to the full, and even passengers standing. Now the government says that any public service vehicle that is going to be found flouting these particular rules, not providing hand sanitizers and adhering to 1.5 meter distance that they had indicated, perhaps those particular public service vehicles are going to be punished. So those are some of the stringent measures that the government has issued, and many people are saying that this is close to lockdown, though the government has not yet announced that. But most likely, with these cases being reported, 15 of them, if perhaps many cases are going to be reported in this coming week, most likely there are going to be more stringent measures to curb the spread of coronavirus in the country.
Going back to the point of closing borders, air and sea, land and all that, Kenya is a hotspot of business in East Africa. What are some of the challenges this poses to the business world?
Yeah, it's true. Kenya is a hub in terms of economic gain in East Africa region. So closing the borders of Kenya, many people are looking at it as a way of trying to limit economic growth of countries in East Africa. But this is not exclusively for Kenya. Gloria, you also understand that many countries in East Africa have closed their borders, Rwanda being one of the country, Uganda being one of the country. And Kenya doing this, though is a giant in economic growth in the East Africa, people are saying, though the government has not announced a complete lockdown or has not announced anything close to that, but people are saying that closing suspending international flights in the country could wreak havoc, because many people get to Kenya to transit to other countries, and this might be a challenge, especially in these other countries. But we're likely to see what happens next, because it looks like every country is closing its doors to people who are not of those particular nationality.
All right. Thank you so much, Kennedy. Please stay safe.
Thank you so much. You too. Stay safe.
Okay.